Welcome to another video of Catan. Looks like we are in first position. Interesting board. Good amount of ore. Good amount of wheat. Not a ton of wood. Right now I'm looking at the 8-4-10 going up to the sheep port. The question is, can we pair that with some wheat? And I don't know if we can. See, we also have the 5-9-10 with the sheep and the ore. It's definitely a potential. The problem is with the 8-4-10 spot is that you'll need to get on some wheat. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to get on wheat here. I mean, I guess the 6-3 could work. That might be the move here. That 6 would get blocked quite a bit. Also the 8-4 as well. I think we are going to do it. It's quite a bit of production. About 11 pips total. And we're going to be on the most amount of ore, indefinitely. But there's a lot of good spots here. And it'll be tough to pair this with a good placement. But I do think we have enough outs. The 3-8-4 is going to get taken. 6-4-11 going to get taken. 5-10-9 is definitely going to get taken. If I was in second position, I'm going to take this 5-10-9. Just because it gives you a good amount of ore, you have brick, and you have a lot of flexibility here. There's a lot that'll pair with this 5-10-9. Whereas if you go for the 3-8-4 here, I'm not sure you're going to be able to pair that with enough ore to make this worth it. I think it's never bad to get on too much ore, but it can be a problem if you're on too much wheat. Because ore is very tradable. Everyone wants ore. And you need a lot of ore for cities, whereas wheat, you really need a lot of other resources to make wheat actionable. So second position, still thinking. I think the 5-10-9 is a really good placement. Where else could he go? I guess the 3-8-4. I don't like that as much. The 3-9-6. Interesting. So this is a little bit scary because we definitely could get cut out of wheat here. I might have miscalculated. I mean, there's always the 6-2. I don't know if I like Red's placement here. I think he's banking on getting the 2-5-10. Yeah, so black takes the 10-5-9. He's probably going to try to take that sheep port from me. What we might have to do is not get wheat this game and just double up on sheep, get the free road to the sheep port on this 5-6-12 spot if it's open. And then we'll just be porting our sheep out. It'll also make us a little less blockable because either of these ores I'll still get either the 10 or the 4. If the 4 is blocked, I'll get the 10. If the 10 is blocked, I'll get the 4. And vice versa with the sheep. So orange takes the 9-10-11. So he's going to pair that most likely with... Okay, he goes up. Yeah, so the 3-9-4. Very interesting. Yeah, I think this is a really, really bad placement. Because this gives me the ability to go for the 8-4 wheat spot. And that is really, really dangerous in my position. And if that's the case, I'm going to go up to this 8 and get the 3-1. That's a really, really interesting placement. I get what he's doing. I mean, he's close enough to connect, so he's going to get longest road. He has his ore, he has his brick, good ratios, but this 5-9, this 5-10-2 spot's going to get taken by red. And so that means he has to go all the way up to the 6-2 if he wants wheat. Now black here, he might end up taking the 8-4 just because he knows how dangerous it is for me. And he knows red's not going to take it. I think if black was to make the best decision here, it would probably be to take this. It'd probably be to take this 8-4. But he doesn't. Okay, he takes, so he's going for the brick port. And he's not going to be on any wheat. It's very interesting. Yeah, red should definitely take this 2-5-10. I mean, he could also take the 4-5-11 here. But, I mean, it makes more sense to have some brick to pair with his wood. Yeah, so he takes it. And he goes down to race orange. Okay, so I have two choices here. I can go for the 4-5-11, which I don't think helps me a ton. I already have plenty of ore. I'm just going to have like not enough wheat and a ton of sheep, and if I don't get on the sheep port, then I'm absolutely screwed. So for me, it seems like I should almost definitely go for this 4-8 spot and then go to the 3-1. So that's what I'm going to do. I am doing a full ore wheat sheet. My 8's the most blockable. But we are on a good amount of production, and it's going to be hard to block the 4 or the ore and the wheat. So their best block on me is going to be that sheep. Surprised that black isn't going to race me for the sheep port up. The sheep port. I mean, he probably understands that it's going to be too difficult for me to race black, so I get what he's doing. Let's see. So who's in the best position? I think I'm in a pretty solid position. I think once red gets on the 10-3, he'll be in a good position. Orange is pretty much out of this game, I would say. It's going to be, I mean, he's going to need to win the race against red, and I want him to win the race against red to get to this 3-8. But I don't know if he's going to be able to. So our 10 hits. Here, I don't even feel the need to prioritize cities. I almost want dev cards more so, just to give me some flexibility. Because there's a lot of good dev cards that could help me early on. And if I get a road building, for example, and I get on the sheep port, that is huge for me. Let's see if black will offer a third card. If black offers a third card, we'll take the trade. But we don't want him to go on this brick port. It helps him quite a bit. So orange rolls the 7. It's probably the best if he blocked red here. So he can beat, yeah, and he does. Because he needs to get on this 3-8 if he wants any sort of, if he wants any way to win this game. Now the problem for me is going to be expansion. I'm probably only going to need one more settlement and then just go for dev cards. Oh, that's actually a good point. I didn't even notice that. So red says orange should go to the 1154, which is actually a really good point. I didn't even notice that. So that'll give him a better opportunity to win for sure. Dang, so red already with the early city. So this makes red way more dangerous. So it looks like black has a lot of cards that he's not able to trade out here, so it's more beneficial that I don't trade with him. Even though I get 2 cards, those 2 cards aren't as good as what I would be doing for him. So now he has to 4-for-1 all of his brick or wheat. And I'd rather see that than, what would have happened is it would have given me just 1 dev card. Okay, orange does have the road building. And he settles. So this is actually getting a little scary for me because my 8s and 10s have not hit, my 4s have not hit as much as I wanted them to. And because of that, orange had got a really good dev card to get him on the 4-11-5. So this game is not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Additionally, red was able to city up quite quickly, and once he gets on the 10-3, yeah, that's going to be tough. I have a feeling that's going to give orange a city, so we can't do that. Fortunately, we need to pass again. So finally we have our city. I don't think we're going to get blocked. At this point, orange, funny enough, after saying that he was out of this game, not realizing he had the 11-4-5, he's definitely back in it because he's going to get road. Now he's also on a lot of ore and wheat resources as well. So this is pretty scary. So I'm going to be blocking that 10 for the most part because that's what blocks red and orange. Orange has a city in hand. Thankfully, black is still struggling for that first settlement. When he gets it, it's going to be really dangerous for him. So he had to sacrifice all of his ore, thankfully. Yep, so that 10 is definitely going to need to get blocked. And now he's going up. I don't know if that was a great decision, getting road right then. Okay, now we're going to need to trade our ore out. We're going to get on the second city. I'm not that worried about black getting on the sheep port. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, that's so tough. That's really tough. Now this 8 has not hit one time yet. Which is not great. Orange is now off to a very early lead. Man, this isn't good at all. This is not good at all. We do have our city finally. Does anyone have sheep? Does anyone have wood? Okay, we're gonna have to start making moves here. This isn't a great trade, but we need to start making our cards actionable so we don't 7 out again. Black should definitely take this trade, but he doesn't. That's fine. Yeah, that 10 needs to be blocked as soon as possible. This 10 is hitting way too often. Red's probably going to have his third city now. Yeah, so we really, really need our 8s to start hitting. Because orange is looking really, really solid. Yeah, I mean, their numbers are hitting very often. That 5 is hit, that 10 is hit, the 4's hit. And once he gets on the 6th, I can't even compete with him for army. So, really eat my words this game. Finally, our freaking 8 hits. We'll give him it for 2 wood. Okay. So he's going to get the settlement, I'm sure. Nope, he gets 2 dev cards. Okay. We can start doing stuff now. Do we want to just take the sheep port? Honestly, we might want to. I mean, it takes black out of the game, so might as well. And then let's get 3 dev cards here. Because now orange is going to be... It looks like he's prioritizing dev cards. So I was very wrong. I didn't think orange had. I didn't see that 4-11-5, but because of that early road building and his 10 hitting quite often, that's put orange in a really, really good position. So black left. Yeah, I mean, when you don't play without wheat, and that 5-6-12 placement was just not good. He didn't have enough wood to work with his brick. So he just had a 4-for-1 constantly just to get his first settlement. And at that point, it's just too slow. So, yeah, black's out of the game. Orange is somehow potentially going to win the game. And now it's my ultimate priority to make sure that orange does not get army. Which I think I'll be able to do. As long as I keep buying dev cards. Yep, okay, we got a third one. And we might as well get one more while we're at it. Okay, so we have army locked, which is good. So we know that orange can't win with army. Now the question now is, I mean, black needs to take road, and he's not going to be able to now that black has left the game and it's now a bot. So, honestly, orange is probably going to do one more settlement and then city up 2 of his settlements for 4 cities and road. And also, I mean, he could have a dev card in there too, so he might not even need to city up both. I want to give black, by the way, as much resources as possible, because maybe, just maybe, black could take road. Very doubtful. But if there's anything that we can give the bots credit for, they love going for longest road. Okay. So this is good. We are now going to guaranteed have 9 victory points. So we just need to pull one more dev card. This is where we'll figure out if it was better to get on the sheet port or get on the 3-1, because depending on how our numbers hit, we might have to really be doing some 4-for-1ing. And thankfully the bot does take from orange there. Okay, this is really good. Okay, so definitely road is locked. Okay, so let's see. Can we pull a VP for the win? We have 3 shots. First one, we got it. Great game. I did not think I was going to win that at first. Orange did very well. That 10 was hitting way too much early in the game. Yeah, red calls it out. Yeah, so the 10 was hitting way too much during that game, which gave Orange the 2 early cities. He got really lucky pulling a road building for his first VP, or not first dev card. And I think he played overall a pretty decent game. I think the biggest mistake was Black in the beginning of the game, placing on the 5, 6, 12. It's just too slow and around any wheat. He should have placed probably on the 8, 4, because the 8s being coordinated and just having this much ore wheat sheep and being just hard to block, it just makes it makes this setup really, really good. So if you're ever on multiple wheat, multiple ore, it's always good to go, and some sheep, of course. You don't need to make that many, you don't need to place that many settlements. You can really just go for army and build up with cities. And like, I had 2 more chances to pull a dev card, or sorry, a VP, so it's a pretty solid setup. Let's see, what else could have been done differently. Let's see, Red could have connected his roads there. I think that would have made him, but I don't know if he was able to. Black, his numbers just weren't hitting. He needed to get on wheat. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, the 10 hit a lot. No monopolies pulled. Yeah, pretty solid game overall. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.